This is for Robin. This is her birthday card that I painted. And I was worried about it as I painted it because I thought this is coming out horrible. But I think it came out all right. And I want to tell you something. There's the vase or the vase. And it wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for this, which I received in the mail from Deborah. It's Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White. And I used it to get some of the white in that vase. And some of the highlights in the flower. Should I tell you what kind of a flower that is? It's a lilac. Robin's favorite flower because tomorrow is her birthday. Shh. She's asleep in the other room. I don't want her to hear me. We're 70 years old and we still worry about things like that. But anyway, it came out all right. It may not look like the best lilac. Maybe it didn't come out as purple as I wanted it, but I kind of like it. I like it. And of course, I love her. So it's made with love. And I don't have a whole lot to tell you about how I did it because to tell you the truth, I kind of, what do you say, winged it? Did is that the word, winged it? I winged it. I winged this one. I wasn't sure what I was doing. You'll see. You'll see if you watch the video. But if anything else, if you take anything else out of this video, this is cool stuff. That is cool stuff. I am learning so much from you. Other YouTubers, I watch other YouTubers, right? They're artists and they're teachers. I don't think I know you get on to me when I say I'm not an artist, but I'm doing art. I'm painting. Poppa paints. Not Poppa is an artist, but I'm certainly not a teacher. Oh my gosh. Those of you who are teachers, I mean, it's a skill, an unappreciated skill. The ability to take somebody who knows nothing about a subject and put that information into that person's brain. That's a skill. That's a blessing. You're a blessing to humanity if you are a teacher. Now, maybe I'm a demonstrator. I demonstrate how I do stuff like this, and maybe that helps you learn. I don't know, but I'm not a teacher. But you guys are. You're teaching me like how to use that Dr. P.H. Martin. That's awesome. All right, I know I'm chatting on too much. All right, well, there's the painting for today, and it's staying right here in this house. It's not going anywhere until tomorrow. Well, it'll stay in the house, but I'll give it to Robin tomorrow morning, September 11th. That's her birthday. Yeah, I know. Well, she was born before all of that happened, of course. Hey, thank you for watching. Thank you for the kind things. Thank you for sending me the paints. And I got a note that there was something else waiting for us in our box. So I'll go and see what that is. Probably today. Got doctors again today. So many doctors. I'm not going to say don't get old, because... Anyway, let me show you how I painted this, okay? All right, here we go. Lilacs. Okay, let's see. Good morning. Oh my gosh, my voice is not ready yet. So I know you just saw the intro. Maybe my voice was a little better in the intro, but that's the last thing I do is the intro. Anyway. So today I'm going to try to do lilacs because this is a card for Robin. Because tomorrow is her birthday. Tomorrow, September 11th. So I'm trying to study how a lilac looks. And a lilac looks I mean, almost like a 4-leaf clover. Looks like each one of these flowers has 4 leaves. And they look almost exactly the same. And there's a lot of light and dark on them. And you notice I'm using a colored pencil for this. And this pencil is called magenta. So, there we go. Now it looks like the flower has a little cup. It's cupped over. Each one of these little petals has a little fold in it if it's angled the right way. So I want to make sure I get that in there. And there's going to be my first one. And then there's lots more. So I want to try to see if I can create this bouquet. This bouquet of lilacs for Robin, for her card. Robin grew up in Wisconsin. And whenever she talks about where she grew up, she always talks about lilacs. We have a plant here in Central Florida called crepe myrtle, and she always says it reminds her of the lilacs. In fact, this past summer, the summer that's ending right now, we planted a crepe myrtle tree in our front yard. It's still very small. And I'll be honest with you, I can't figure out the difference, if there even is one, between a crepe myrtle tree and a crepe myrtle bush. So maybe we planted a bush. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we planted a bush or a tree. But we planted one, and it'll probably take, oh gosh, maybe more than a year, right, to actually start to grow. Oh, well, not only to start to grow. I'm sorry, I'm distracted by the art here. It'll take more than a year to actually become full or large, or like a tree-like. Like right now, it's like a little baby in the ground. So I think the secret here is the study of light and dark with violet colors. I think that's going to be the secret here. And I'm not going to try to draw every single one. Well, maybe I am, actually. I think I probably should. Probably be the best idea is to get a bunch of these in here. But they have a little fold here in the top. So it's a study kind of one color, because all of these petals are one color. So we're going to use that idea. And as we get back into the other ones in the back, I want to make sure that they are starting to fade into the out of focus area. Like in photography, what do they call that? Depth of field. So I'm trying to create a little depth of field here going on. It's funny how different parts of the world, different parts of the country, even different parts of your own state sometimes have noticeably different flowers and noticeably different trees. It's true here in Central Florida. I live in what's considered North Central Florida. And if you go just a little further south into Central Florida, which is like Orlando, you will see some trees that you don't see here. I'm not a tree expert, but I know, something looks different. So Lilacs. Robin loves lilacs. Tomorrow is her birthday, September 11th. Her birthday has become a day of infamy because of 2001. I remember on that day, it was her birthday, and I was returning, believe it or not, I was returning a chocolate fountain to a rental place. I worked at a place that had some kind of a party. I can't remember what kind of party they had, but they had some kind of a party, and they rented a chocolate fountain. Sorry. Yeah, they rented a chocolate fountain, and it had to be returned to the rental place, and that was what I did the morning of September 11th, 2001. So I had just returned it to the rental place, and then I called Robin on the phone to wish her happy birthday. And at that point, we hadn't received any news yet about the attacks in New York or Washington, D.C. or Pennsylvania. We hadn't heard about them. So now up here, I'm just going to try to keep it. I'm trying to keep a composition here too, some kind of an eye thing, something to get your eye to come over this way. I hope I do a good job on this one. But anyway, so I called Robin and wished her happy birthday that day. And then on my drive to my job that day, that was during the years when I was not on radio. I worked for 3 years at an assisted living facility, and it was for 3 years I did not work in radio, and I loved it. I mean, it was really a nice break. Radio can be very ego-driven. There's a lot of egos in radio. I'm sure you know that. All right, I'm going to keep it like that. I don't know how this is going to come out. We're going to see. So I'm going to use the Kuretake paints that I got from Deborah. And guess which color I'm going to use? You got it. I'm going to use this one right here. This mauve. Oh, there's two mauves there. Oh, and crimson. Let's see. So I think the trick here is to get them a mixture of dark and light. Ooh. This is gonna be tricky. I'm sure there's a nice, easy watercolory way to do this. And I'm not sure I know how. So like always, I'm just experimenting with this. Oh, I like this light one. That looks nice. I used the one next to it. Let's just get these colors in there. Make sure I keep all the whites in there. All the white areas. Some are lighter than others. Maybe I should use some pink. I think I see pink in there. Yeah, pink works nice. I'm just going to try to do all these lights. Well, kind of a mixture of light and dark, I guess. Yeah, there's all kinds of shades in here. A lot of lights in the middle. Once again, I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. It's a real challenge, drawing a plant to look like the plant instead of just like a rough sketch of a plant. I think the key here, well, the middle, I'm losing the middle here. There's some darkness in the middle. It's like, it's the painting has to be as delicate as the flower itself. Yeah. Let's get them painted, and we'll try to make them make more sense. Keep a lot of the white available from the card. I'll just keep spreading the paint. Yeah, this is a challenge. So I hope you're doing well. So I don't think Robin watches these videos. So I'll tell you what we're doing tomorrow. We're going to Outback because she and her mother love steak. They talk about it as much as she talks about lilacs. It's one of those things we don't do very often, is go out for steak. So I will enjoy it too. I'm not a steak guy, though. I'm really not. In fact, I know this is weird to hear from a guy, but I was a vegetarian for 3 years when I was younger. I'm not now, and I did it. I don't know why I did it. You know why I did it? I think I do know why I did it. I think I did the vegetarian thing because I had heard that it was a healthier lifestyle. And it might be, I don't know. But then again, you hear so much about the importance of protein and everything. So I don't know much about art. I just do it, and I know even little about nutrition. I can tell you that right now. So I honestly, I'm just putting color on here now. I'm kind of lost. There's just so much on here. I'm just going to kind of keep working it until it looks like lilacs. I know there's a lot of light and dark on here, so. And a lot of this is the negative spaces too. You know, the spaces in between the petals. So I'll make sure I get a lot of that in there too. Boy, Robin, your lilac card is looking like a mess, like it always does. They all look like messes. See if we can get them looking like something. Maybe that's the key. Maybe the key is to just work it until it starts to look like something. So yesterday I didn't do a painting because I was doing a song instead. And songs, I don't do songs very often anymore. I used to do them all the time. But I had this idea for a song for church. God's love is always there. didn't put it on the Poppa Paints channel. I don't know. It just seemed like a weird thing to put on the painting channel. But maybe I could. Anyway, I enjoyed doing it. I haven't done, like I say, a song in years, and my voice has changed so much since I was younger. But it is what it is, what it is, kids. That's what they say, right? It is what it is. All right, I'm going to switch over now to a smaller brush to try to make some sense out of this. So let's take the first one, which is this one. Need some dark in the middle. The other set that Deborah sent to me has a black on it. I think I'm going to use some black. What is that color? It's blue. I think this is the black one. Indigo. Let me take indigo out of there. And black. Indigo and black. Okay. I added 2 colors from the other kit. Let's see if I can do something with them. Some of these dark areas here. It's a little too dark. Yeah, maybe you guys know how to do this particular subject better than I do. Kind of lost here, to be honest with you. I'm starting to see it right here. See if we can get it looking like it looks in the reference photo. A lot of this is just a study in dark and light, contrast in colors. It's a pretty plant for sure. It's a pretty plant. It almost looks like grapes, I guess, from a distance. I can see that look. Let's see. You know what maybe I should do? Maybe what I should do, instead of just having this as a lilac like that, like kind of floating in the middle of the page, maybe I should put it in a vase or something, you know? That's not a bad idea. Let me see if I can find a reference photo of a vase. I had one earlier. Let's see if I can do that. I think that might be a better idea. How do I put the vase in there now? They sort of taper off, don't they? Okay. Change of plans here, kids. I'm going to keep those up there light. Let me just add a little bit more darkness here. or lilacs. All right, let's make a vase. Let me see. How about a little vase? Let me use some of this. Some of this blue here. Try to make a vase. Some green in here. Green and yellow. Let's get some leaves on there. That might help it a little bit. We'll make it come together somehow. I don't know how. Gotta make Robin a nice Christmas card, birthday card. Gotta make a nice birthday card. You know what else I got, Robin? I got her a package of candy. Now, before you think it's a box of chocolates, you're not right, because it's not chocolates. What it is, I found online, a box of chocolates. I'm not chocolate. A box of candy that was popular in the year she was born, 1954. Don't tell her I told you when she was born. But anyway, yeah. So it's like, and you know, I was born 55. I'm only 6 months younger than her. But she, so that candy is familiar to me too, of course. Get some very yellow on here. There we go. Now it's starting to look like a plant. See if we can make it backlit. Yeah. The trick is to keep working it and working it and working it. It's a little vase. If I had thought this in the beginning, like if I had planned out my composition better, then I would have planned a larger vase in the picture, but I didn't. This leaves to be behind those. A couple more on top, I guess. Okay. A few more things down here. See if we can still keep some, just like some faded yellow things back, pink things back here. Let's give it a few more that aren't as defined as the others. Yeah, I think as long as there's a few that look like lilacs, I think that'd be good. Alright, now let me try to brush in something here. Let's see what I want to do. Kind of have a background here. Make a darker background in some areas and lighter in others. So I can make that really dark. Let's just mix that black with some of that areas back there. Like this one right here. Make that really dark so that that light green shines through. And keep it light up here. Get it very light. And you go from light to dark. Okay, keep it dark here. don't know. I really don't know. Try to make like a little table here. All right, let's get some. Oh, I don't know. Let's see if we can make this vase look like it has water in it. I'm not so sure about any of this. All right. The bottom of the vase. Okay, now I'm gonna let it dry, and I'm gonna use, are you ready? Something new I received in the mail from Deborah, and I want to thank you, Deborah, for this. This is a gift for you. You will love this instead of using gouache, from Deborah. So yes, this is the point where I probably would have used some gouache, but instead I'm going to try this for the very first time. It's Dr. P.H. Barton's Bleed Proof White. I have not ever used it. Do I have to shake it? Let me open it up. Well, there it is. It's a very white paint. All right, well, I'm going to use a very small brush, and I'm going to try to add some highlights to this. So let's see, we want to put some highlights to this edge of this water here, and also to this vase. See, the vase has this whole area here. I think on the top here. I think the vase goes like this. It comes down. And then the water line. There's a lot of areas between everything. Yeah, it's a little glass vase or vase. I know it's pronounced different ways. Well, Deborah, you are right. This is way better than gouache. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, that does look nice. I'm just trying to figure out how to do this now. So some of those petals will be inside of that. There, now it looks like water. Now it looks like water. Doesn't it? And maybe some of these edges of these lilacs over here are catching the light. Oh, I'm having fun with this. I'm having fun with this Dr. P.H. Martin. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Well, the sunlight's coming from over here. Now, I did leave a lot of white in the paper. But I think the leaves should be catching some of that light also. It's a very watercolory looking painting now. I'm kind of liking it now. Maybe the edge of the... I don't know what I was doing here. I think I was trying to make a table. Well, I think I'm done. Deborah, thank you for the paints. And I am now introduced to something new. Now, I'd like to use this more in the future. But didn't that make that vase come out looking nice? I think so. And you know what? It's not the best painting of lilacs that I've probably ever seen, but it's my card to Robin. Let's see when I fold it. Oh, I like it when I fold it. I kind of like it a lot. Well, I don't know if when she looks at it, is she going to think it's a bunch of grapes? or is it lilacs? I won't tell her what it's supposed to be. I'll just hand it to her I'll write something inside, of course, and I'll hand it to her. I have a couple of other gifts, of course. You know how old she's going to be? Can I tell you? She's going to be 70. We're both going to be 70 in February. That's when my birthday is. Oh my gosh, that came out all right. I'm not unhappy with this one. I was really worried about it. Okay. Well, don't tell Robin. Shh. Don't tell her. All right, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you tomorrow on Robin's birthday. All right, bye.